Greetings to all participants attending the Heroes and Heritage Leadership Summit. I'm Admiral Bob Papp, Commandant of the United States Coast Guard. I want to thank Mr. Fernando Rey and the Department of Defense for the opportunity to introduce you to the United States Coast Guard. Over the next few days, you'll have the opportunity to hear of many career choices, military and civilian, and I hope you'll consider the Coast Guard to be one of them. Now, the Coast Guard is a multi-mission service. We protect those on the sea, we protect the nation from threats delivered by the sea, and we protect the sea itself. Our missions include search and rescue, enforcing immigration laws, interdicting illegal drugs, protecting living marine resources, and ensuring the resiliency of our nation's maritime transportation system. In order to provide these valued services, we rely on a team of trained and ready Coast Guard men and women. This team includes about 42,000 active duty, 8,000 reserve, 8,000 civilian, and 32,000 auxiliary personnel who serve in a variety of jobs ranging from operating ships, boats, and aircraft to law enforcement, security inspections, and investigations. Boring is not part of our vocabulary. Anyone interested in being a member of the Coast Guard could find themselves jumping from a helicopter to save a boater in distress, chasing down drug smugglers, or stopping pollution from damaging a fragile wetland. You could also serve on an icebreaker, cutting through ice to form a sea lane for cargo ships, or a buoy tender, handling multi-ton navigation aids that mark channels for ships to safely enter and exit our ports. If you become a part of the Coast Guard, know that you will serve where your skills are most needed. You'll accomplish and do things you never thought possible. You'll have experiences found in no other workplace, and you'll learn the importance of teamwork, leadership, and discipline. Most importantly, you'll experience personal growth and maturity as you're installed with the Coast Guard's core values of honor, respect, and devotion to duty. The Coast Guard is defined by our people. This includes our talented men and women who bring a wide range of diverse backgrounds and experiences that enrich our ability to perform our missions. With this in mind, we're working hard to educate all Americans about the benefits of a Coast Guard career. This includes outreach to the Hispanic community. The history of Hispanics in the Coast Guard traces all the way back to the early 1800s. A great example of history and heritage is Coast Guard Engineman Second Class Larry Villarreal, who was the pilot of a boat assigned to the Coast Guard cutter Point Banks, who in heavy surf while under intense enemy fire rescued 9 South Vietnamese soldiers surrounded and trapped on the beach during the Vietnam conflict. He was awarded the Silver Star Medal for gallantry in action against an enemy of the United States. Last November, we launched the Coast Guard cutter William Flores, the first cutter ever named after a Latino. As a young Coast Guardsman, only 1 year out of boot camp, Seaman Apprentice Flores saved the lives of many of his shipmates by passing out life jackets as the cutter Blackthorn was sinking after colliding with another ship near Tampa Bay, Florida. He remained at his station, focused on his shipmates, and made the ultimate sacrifice as the ship sank. For his efforts, he was awarded the Coast Guard Medal, the highest peacetime award for heroism our service issues. There are many opportunities for a career in the Coast Guard. In particular, we have the Coast Guard Academy and Officer Candidate School in New London, Connecticut. We also offer the Coast Guard's College Student Pre-Commissioning Initiative, also called CSPI, which provides funding for prospective Coast Guard officers for their junior and senior years of college. For the veterans in the audience and those interested in a civilian career, there are many opportunities. Civilian personnel work across the country in a variety of positions from engineering to safety inspections. Now, I often end my speeches with our service motto, which is Semper Paratus, or Latin for always ready. If you are prepared to be always ready for a career in the Coast Guard, then we are ready for you. Thank you for your time and attention, and Semper Paratus.